103.7 WXCY. We were in Nashville CMA Music Fest week. I'm Brad Austin here, courtesy of our friends at B&B Seafood in Elkton, right next to State Line Liquors. We're sitting down across from a guy who's got one of the best gigs in country music this summer, hanging all year with Kenny Chesney. It's Chase Rice.
What's up, man? Yeah, I've been telling everyone, it's not just making stuff up to talk, it's the truth. This 2015 is, it's gonna be a year I look back on and say, man, that was crazy. And
When you got that call, did you pinch yourself a little bit like, wait a minute, you want me to open all of your shows this year and play in these huge stadiums?
Yeah, and it's still, I didn't really think it was real. I knew it was real, but it didn't hit me until that first show here at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, and I'm about to walk on a stage. I forgot my ears. I'm freaking out. I'm like, damn, this is Kenny Chesney. And then now I've calmed down since.
I know it's a big deal to do that with Kenny because Tim McGraw said that. And you know, Tim McGraw and Kenny have been friends for years. And when they did the Brothers of the Sun tour, and Tim was opening for Kenny, he was talking about what an honor it is. I'm like, wait a minute, you're Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, but he's Kenny Chesney.
That just goes to speak about Kenny Chesney, exactly. Yeah. And for him to ask me with only one single on the radio, really, and now we're working on our second with Gonna Wanna. I don't have that going on for me like a lot of other artists do, but he still knew whatever we were doing right to ask me on the tour.
Well, look, I mean, you might only be on number 2 technically, but this isn't your first rodeo when it comes to music, and I know that, I mean, you've worked your butt off on the college circuit and the club circuit, and you'll go to a place and play even before Ready, Set, Roll, and you'll get 1,000 people to show up because you bring a party.
Yeah, so. Exactly. The live show is a party, and that's what I base my career on. It's kind of that everyone's now comparing it now that they're seeing what's happening to it. It's like Eric Church. It's the same type of thing that's happened with him where he wasn't getting those spots that I'm fortunate enough to be with Chesney right now. He wasn't getting those, and so he said, screw it, I'm going to go play the clubs and sell out 1,000 seats, and it's going to be one hell of a party.
Well, you're doing it the right way. You're building it brick by brick your way. Look, you could have been so many other things in your life, and this is what I love about your story. Not only, let's talk about going backwards, from now backwards, you could have just been a songwriter.
Yeah.
You wrote a song a couple of people probably heard once or twice called Cruise.
Yeah.
And you and Florida Georgia Line, great song there. So you could have just been a songwriter, you know, in addition to being a singer and a songwriter now. You could have also been a football player. I mean, you're a linebacker, you were a Tar Heel, Division I football guy. That could have been your future.
Could have been.
You could have been a pit crew guy on a NASCAR team. You won 2 championships with Jimmy Johnson. Like, literally, you could have picked 4 or 5 different careers that people would have been envious of.
Yeah, it's probably been the last 6 years where all that's kind of happened. When I went from college football to NASCAR, and I was at Hendrick Motorsports yesterday, so I hang out and saw all those guys. Jimmy was there. It was cool.
Awesome. Oh yeah, because the North Carolina connection. You're from North Carolina. The teams are there. Yeah.
Yeah, the teams are right there in Charlotte, and now with Cruise, your songwriting, and I still love writing songs. I love writing my own songs. I'm keeping them now for myself because Cruise is kind of that one that got away, but I'm glad it did. It wouldn't have done 8
That
million
did some good things for you. Yeah, that did some good things for you.
So and now the artist thing, which is probably more fun than any of them. I'm having an awesome time. It's a lot more work than I thought it was, but it's well worth it.